Have you ever felt so alone that the silence itself feels heavy? Like you're sitting in a room, the world moving on outside, but you're just stuck. It's a profound, hollow ache, a feeling that no one truly understands the weight you're carrying. In these moments, you might feel forgotten, isolated, adrift in an ocean of your own thoughts and fears. It's easy to believe that this loneliness is a sign of failure, a punishment, or just a dead end. But what if I told you that these very moments of deep, painful solitude are not a void, but a crucible? What if this isn't an ending, but a sacred, transformative beginning? Let's reframe this experience. Think of loneliness not as an absence of people, but as a presence of stillness, an invitation. In the frantic pace of our daily lives, we're constantly surrounded by noise, by expectations, by the demands of others. We wear masks, play roles, and sometimes lose track of who we are beneath it all. True connection with ourselves and with the divine requires quiet. It requires space. And sometimes life or God has to carve out that space for us, even if it feels like it's being done against our will. The silence you're experiencing isn't empty. It's an echo chamber for your own soul. A space where you can finally hear the whispers you've been too busy to notice. This period of isolation is a divine appointment. It's a spiritual cocoon. Remember the caterpillar? Before it can become a butterfly, it must enclose itself in a chrysalis. Alone, in that solitary confinement, a painful, messy, and complete transformation occurs. The caterpillar literally digests itself, breaking down its old form to create something entirely new. It doesn't look like progress from the outside. It looks like stillness, like death, like the end. But inside, the most incredible work is being done. Your loneliness is your chrysalis. It's where your old self, the parts of you tied to fear, to postures, to limiting beliefs, is being broken down. It's painful because transformation is never easy. You're letting go of who you were to make space for who you are becoming. In Tiskiat, you are forced to confront yourself. There are no distractions, no one to blame, no escape. It's just you and your thoughts, your regrets, your hopes. This is where the real work of healing begins. You start to see the patterns you've been stuck in, the wounds you've been ignoring. You cry the tears you've held back for years. You feel the anger, the grief, the confusion. It's raw and it's real. And it is in this raw honesty that God meets you. Not in the grand cathedral, not in the joyful crowd, but right there, in the quiet, messy brokenness of your heart. He isn't scared of your pain. He is drawn to it. The Bible tells us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Your feeling of being crushed is the very thing that draws His presence nearer. But beneath the surface, the roots are growing deeper, strengthening themselves for the spring that is to come. Your season of loneliness is a time for your spiritual roots to deepen. You're learning to rely not on external validation, but on an internal, unshakable foundation. You're learning to find your strength, your worth, and your peace in something far more permanent than the fleeting presence of other people. You are building resilience, faith, and a profound intimacy with God that can only be forged in the fire of solitude. You're not just surviving. You are gathering strength. When you feel most alone, that is when you are being remade. The silence is God's workshop. Every tear you cry is watering the seeds of your future. Every prayer whispered into the dark is a brick being laid for your new foundation. You are not being abandoned. You are being prepared. He is stripping away everything you thought you needed so you can discover the only thing you truly do. His presence. He is teaching you that He is enough. In the silence, He is healing parts of you that you didn't even know were broken. He's refining your character, clarifying your purpose, and preparing you for the blessings He has in store. The people who emerge strongest from life's trials are often those who have walked through the deepest valleys of loneliness. They have learned to find company in their own soul and in the presence of the divine. They have faced their demons and come out the other side, not unscathed, but transformed, with a depth and a wisdom they could not have gained any other way. Their empathy is deeper, their faith is stronger, and their light shines brighter because they have known the darkness. So, if you are in that lonely room right now, if your heart aches, with a sense of isolation. I want you to take a deep breath. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are in the midst of a holy transformation. You are in the chrysalis. You are in the sacred workshop. This is the very ground where your breakthrough will happen. Lean into the quiet. Listen. Feel. Allow the old you to fall away. Trust the process. God is with you, closer than your own breath, turning your season of solitude into a launching pad for your greatest growth. The dawn is coming, and when it breaks, you will emerge not as you were, but as a new creation, ready to fly. The days you feel most alone are the days you are being truly, deeply, and beautifully transformed.